Hello, everybody. This is Teacher Maita, and I am going to show you some things here in Microsoft Word. So let me share my screen. So if we go here, I will assume you have Microsoft Word. I have my novel here. It's a novelette since it's only 32,000 words. I'm not asking you to write something this long. You're only going to be writing 3,000 to 5,000 words. So, how would you know how much is 3,000 to 5,000 words? So, because this is already laid out for a book that already has the title, subtitle, my name, copyright date, all rights reserved, dedication, and all that. And this is the copyright page. I have my what's this table of contents, which you will find here in the navigation pane. So, how do we get these and these that we don't have to type one by one? So, if you're typing, so you've already typed your story, type, 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 type. You highlight your chapter title, and then you go up here. And what you do is you click heading one. When you click heading one, it will automatically go here in the navigation pane. Now, what if you don't have a navigation pane? Okay, so what if it's like this? There's no navigation pane on the side. That's sorry. That's simple. What you do is you go here to view, you click navigation pane, and there goes there. Now you have to do this for each of your chapter titles. Otherwise, it'll not show here. All right. So now, how much is 3,000 words? So because this is already laid out, I do have a lot of spaces in between. That's because when you read, we do need some spaces so that we know one paragraph to the next, but this is all preference. You can just have a 1.5 spacing, or if you really love space, which I don't recommend you do, is a 2.0 spacing in between. How will you find that? Here. See? So in fact, mine is only 1.15. So I think 1.5, see that it's a little too much, and 2 is a little too much. So I did add spaces before paragraphs just so there is blank spaces there so the reader can breathe. Get it? All right. So I'm going to highlight my whole chapter 1 so you would know. So look over here. This is your left hand corner, so you will see what page number you are. So there's 124 pages to this book, and we are in page 7. That's where my chapter 1 starts. This is my total word count, 32,633. Now I will highlight my whole chapter 1 just so you know. So that's page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, and it's just a little bit here on page 8. And that is an exact 2,400 words. So, what you're going to do, maybe this page would be filled if it's 3,000 words. All right. So, this book is a little small. So, don't be daunted that it's 8 pages because this is already laid out as book format. So, this is actually just half a page because this book is 5 inches by 8 inches. So this is for what's this laid out for book printing. Okay, you're not gonna do that. You could just submit it to me in A4, or see here, you could go to sizes. You could go to just letter size. You could go to A4. I do not suggest legal size though. Okay, so this one is 5 by 8 because this is already laid out for my book. It went to 8 pages. And this, by the way, is only a size 9. Okay, so it's small. Um, you can do it 12 point or 14 point. I don't mind that. As I said, this is already laid out as a book. So it's half page. So if you're writing around 3,000 words, that would be 4 pages, more or less. Depends on your spacing. So as you can see here, I do have a lot of spacing, but then that's my style because I do tend to have a lot of dialogue. And when you change from one person's thought to the other or one person talking to the other, you really need to go to the next paragraph there. And that is the reason why there's so much space compared to others. Like here in chapter 2, um, Junio, my character, doesn't talk as much. So you could see that there are more words per paragraph versus more dialogue per paragraph. So that does affect page count, but it does not affect word count. So you can see right here when you click that, it would tell you number of pages, number of words, characters if there were no spaces, and characters if there were spaces. How many paragraphs did you have? How many lines did you have? So, this is a very useful tool to have in Microsoft Word. It's just nice to see. But the only significant thing that you really need is your number of pages. That is when you print, of course, and your word count since you are submitting it to me. So, I hope that helps you guys. Thank you for listening and thank you. Good night.